got to think that, more and more of my customers, English is their second language. So it's written, in easy to understand style. There's 2 DVDs that come with the course as well, so it's me speaking to you, and you can see what I'm doing, because a lot of people find it much easier to watch a DVD, which you can watch on your computer as well as the workbook. There's an internet site which you get access to, which has got a lot of information and access to some of the tools that I use. So that's a whole little package that you can get started. Now, some people say, I can go out and learn that myself, and I can go on the internet and I can get books. And I'll say, yes, of course you can. Absolutely. But why go and waste years when, you could get it much, much quicker for a reasonable price? I know I'm at the point now where if someone can show me a solution to something for a reasonable amount of money, I'd rather pay them and get a head start than have to start from scratch.
It makes so much sense to learn from your mistakes and the 10 years that you've been perfecting this system. You're absolutely right, Vince. Tell me some of the things that are included in your package.
And one of the things that comes with the package, Neil, is what's called a virtual account. So what you can do, you can practice trade with no money, no risk. So you can make real trades in the market with the real prices, but without actually risking any money. And that's a good place to start. So you can practice before you start trading with real money.
That sounds a fantastic idea. Can I just ask you one more question, Vince? I take up this course. I read all the stuff. Do I need maybe £20,000 to actually start off trading?
You did in the old days, Neil. When I first started out, if you had less than £20,000, you'd go to a futures broker. They'd laugh at you. They'll say, come back when you've got, when you've got more. But today, because of the internet, the minimum trades, the minimum bet sizes, they've come right down. So right now, I've got customers that start with £1,000, £2,000, which I think is about the smallest really you want to start with. So £1,000, £2,000, most people have got that, and that's the sort of amounts where they start. And then yes, people trade with larger amounts as well, but you can start relatively small.
And talking about computers, I'm guessing you can do this on your desktop, but you can probably take this around on mobile phones as well now.
Absolutely, yeah. But if you look at the mobile phones now, some of these phones, they're smarter than what an old desktop PC was just a year or 2 years ago. So if you're at work or anywhere, I've got people that travel the world on yachts and all sorts, and they've got satellite phones, and you can get internet access nearly anywhere now. Just a small laptop computer or even a phone will access all the data.
So I could be sitting on a beach somewhere where the sun's coming down, probably sipping on something nice and cold with my feet dangling in the nice blue water, and still making money on my phone.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Nobody knows where you are. Let's say I've got customers in 109 countries, they're on different time zones. Markets now, they're 24-hour business. So even if you're on different time zones to the UK or Europe, you can literally absolutely be anywhere.
Well, Vince Stanzione, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been fantastic to find out all about you, and I'm thoroughly enthusiastic and encouraged about your incredible system. Is there a website that we can visit right now?
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone wants to find out some more information, there's a free information pack, and there's a report which I've produced which gives you some free tips. Plus, you can see a couple of video clips as well. If you go to www.fintrader.net, so that's www.fintrader.net.
Brilliant. That is www.fintrader.net. Thank you very much for joining us, Vince.
Great, you're welcome. Been a pleasure.
And have a wonderful time in Mallorca.
Great, thanks, Neil.
A great guest on today's show, Vince Stanzione. Join us next time when we'll find out from another superb guest how they made their fortune. That's all here on Inside Business Radio.
Inside Business Radio is presented by Neil Bentley and produced by Lucky 13 Productions. Join us for our next episode on Inside Business Radio.